is held every other Wednesday, and the group mostly engages in discussions.
I suppose there's no reason we couldn't add a box on the bottom that said standing.
No,
It would
except
be
that you wouldn't know if they were standing because there were no seats available or standing because
I think you would just have to just only take data when there are seats available.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So shall we manually add one to the bottom?
We run a kind of collective discussion about topics in science especially, that's what we do, that enter into the news and that might interest students in general. So we stick to topics that are current and that students might be interested in. And we just have discussions about those topics.
And that's all about how society and science interact, as well as how scientists do their work.
Janet Burke likes to study science and environment. Her concerns about the environmental issues were one of the reasons why she chose to take the science seminar.
I took the Science HP class in the fall because it really relates to my major and the things that I'm interested in. But I really, really like the class because it's so discussion-based. And so we all just sit around the table and kind of go back and forth, and it really gives me a chance to introduce my own ideas and to hear other people's ideas and kind of affect my own opinion about important issues and issues that are really prevalent.
Meredith Stover works in the insurance business. She's a part-time student and a Renaissance scholar.
I'm getting a fun atmosphere where I'm actually listened to instead of spoken to. The teachers really pay attention to the questions and our opinions, and the factual nature of the course kind of has melded with the more political and the different opinions of the students.
You don't need to have a science background to take this seminar. Dr. Sagasti and Dr. McDaniel explain what the students can expect to take from this class.
I would like students to leave this class having some sense of how science affects their daily lives, how it's affecting the decisions that our governments are making, how it's affecting the prices that they pay for things, how science is relevant to them. I also hope they start to learn a little bit about the way scientists work, how the scientific method works, how scientists choose to design experiments and interpret experiments. And as a layperson, when you hear about a scientific experiment, what should you be wary about? What should you be critical about? What should you believe or not believe or need to know more about? And so I kind of want them to be, the students, to leave the course a little bit more critical.
And we've geared it towards students that aren't necessarily or don't necessarily have any background in science, so that everybody can learn something. And also, since it's a discussion, we can have a back and forth, and we try to let students take over most of the class so that we can do that. And I think that students always come out learning a lot from it.